Tanner Hughes was always on the move, a rolling stone following in his grandfather's footsteps as an Army Ranger. Raised by his grandparents after the mysterious disappearance of his parents, Tanner found solace in the discipline and camaraderie of military life. His happiest moments were spent abroad on his next assignment, always eager to leave the unfamiliar behind, never wanting to put down roots. But everything changed when his grandmother, on her deathbed, urged him to find where he belonged. Her final words were a cryptic message, revealing the name of the father Tanner never knew, James Foster, and the small town of Asheboro, North Carolina, as the place to find him. Conflicted but curious, Tanner requested a brief leave before his next posting to uncover the truth. When he arrived in Asheboro, he found a charming, sleepy town that seemed worlds away from the chaos of his life. Not long after arriving, Tanner's path intersected with that of Kaitlyn Cooper, a kind-hearted doctor and single mother with a young daughter named Lily. They were drawn to each other almost instantly. Kaitlyn's life had been far from easy. Her husband had passed away 5 years earlier, leaving her to raise Lily alone. She found Tanner's presence both thrilling and comforting, yet she remained wary, knowing he might leave as suddenly as he had arrived. As Tanner delved deeper into the town's fabric, he asked around about James Foster. Most people directed him to Jasper, an elderly man living alone in a secluded cabin on the edge of the national forest. Jasper was known for his reclusive nature, only ever seen in town to gather supplies with his loyal dog, Arlo, by his side. Interested but cautious, Tanner hiked through dense woods and rugged trails to reach Jasper's cabin. Jasper, an 83-year-old man, lived a quiet, solitary life, haunted by the weight of a tragic accident that had claimed the lives of his son and daughter-in-law decades earlier. The only bright spot in his days was the companionship of Arlo, an aging dog who never left his side. Recently, rumors of a white deer, a legendary creature his father and grandfather had spoken of, had reached Jasper. Determined to protect it from poachers, Jasper spent his days patrolling the forest, driven by a sense of purpose he hadn't felt in years. When Tanner knocked on Jasper's door, it was initially met with skepticism. But there was something about Tanner, the way he carried himself, a hint of familiarity in his eyes, that softened Jasper's resolve. Slowly, the walls Jasper had built over the years began to crumble. Through tense but revealing conversations, Tanner learned about Jasper's family tragedy and realized that Jasper was his grandfather, the father of the man he was seeking. Meanwhile, Tanner's bond with Kaitlyn and Lily grew stronger. He found himself drawn to their warmth and kindness, sensing that this could be the home he had always been searching for, but never dared to hope for. Kaitlyn, too, found herself opening up, sharing the burdens of her past, and allowing Tanner to become a part of her and Lily's life. Yet the looming deadline of Tanner's next posting hung over them, a silent reminder that their time could be fleeting. As Tanner decided to stay a little longer, he discovered his father's old letters and possessions in Jasper's attic. These relics provided snippets of a life that seemed lost to history, a life Tanner never knew he was connected to. The more he learned, the more he realized how deeply his family was rooted in Asheboro.